you will see this little thing here. You will see tools over here. If you click on here, left click on it, tool designs and tools. And all these are what you're talking about here are located right here. It should automatically come up. If for some reason you close them or whatever else, all you have to do is go in tools, go to design, and automatically pops it back up here.
So when you hover over these different tools that are in that palette, Al,
yep.
Can you explain them?
Certainly. If you do not use the ARC startup, they come out blank. They do not have any kind of walls or whatever else. They have a standard wall. In ours, we use the ARC startup, what we designed. If I left click on it, it comes over here and comes up styles and whatever else and all nice little things that go along with it. It's a little bit different than the regular AutoCAD. If you cover over and it says walls. If you do the same thing over here, it says walls also. There's a little arrowhead going down. If I left click on that arrowhead, there's a wall. It's going to ask you what kind of wall you want, and there's a different kind of curtain wall. But if you want to run a standard wall, I click on wall. When you do that, down below it changes from blank to basic. If I click on here, it tells us advanced, and it has all these nice little things go along with it. If I move this out so you and I can see this, okay. Down below it says standard and style. See it there? If I left click on it now, and if you use the ARC startup, left click, these are all the walls you now are able to obtain and use. If you do not use the ARC startup paper, you get standard only. Nice?
Yeah. So standard is like a standard stud wall?
Right. You can buy all the stuff we're giving you that I built, because I built it for AutoCAD a long time ago. But if you want to buy this stuff, AutoCAD will be happy to sell it to you for like $300 for an add-on.
That's okay.
I thought maybe you might want to do that. So anyways, this is what's there. Now, when you start it, it'd be a blank piece of paper. You wouldn't have this on here. Sound good so far?
Yep.
If I want to draw a line, excluding this, and I want to draw a wall, I click on wall, click here. So they ask us all these nice little things, a group, width, height, offset. Now we can offset it from left, right, mid. You can do it anything you like to. So if your specs call for the wall supposed to be 6 inches thick, all you do is click on width here, or W, and type in what it is. It automatically drops to 6 inches. But if you want an 8-inch wall, 4-inch wall, 6-inch wall, you type it in and it automatically does it. Hit enter. If you want to start a wall, justify it, there it is. Left, center, right, baseline, whatever you like. It automatically drops the baseline. If I want to say I want to draw a wall from the center of the wall, I left click and I'm there. Now.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Right now, you can come up here. If I want to start a wall, if I left click on it, it's going to say justification. And as I rotate it, it's got a heads up display, which is a little bit different than some other ones. All the stuff on the bottom, if I want to put orthographic on, I left click on orthographic. And now as I'm doing this, it's telling me my length automatically. Same thing with anything else. All I do is if I want a 20-foot wall, I type in 20 feet with the foot mark, hit enter, and it automatically does a 20-foot wall. I come up and I say I want to have, and I'm zooming up with my wheel, I want to go up 20 feet again. And as you see, the square comes up. I do not have to be on that. I say 20 feet again, and I type in C to close. What's nice about C to close, it automatically stops your projection. And there it is. How do I know it's 20 feet? I hover over it. It highlights. I left click, and you can see different grips come up. It also gives me a hidden line that's inside the wall. That's the center of the wall, as I said, and I spec'd it, and I picked it. I want to go from 40 from the center. I come over here, hover over it. Let me see if I can do it right now. And it tells us exactly what the wall length of it is. Like the regular AutoCAD, all I have to do is click on, hover over, left click, it turns red. And now I can move the wall and make it longer or shorter, or I can tilt it to whatever angle I desire to. Same thing with AutoCAD, line, same way. I have an arrowheads going this way. If I hover over, it indicates that it maintains a baseline. I left click, it turns red, and now I'm widening the wall itself. So you can do it on the fly if you desire to. I can also just hover over the center one, left click like AutoCAD itself, but this one's a little bit different. As I'm moving the wall, what is happening to the rest of my walls? You can see they're highlighted in blue. The reason why it's blue, it's telling us I'm now modifying just not that wall, I'm modifying the entire room to do so. So I can do that on the fly. And as also, it tells me how far I've done. Right now it says I'm 5 feet, or I'm 6 feet, whatever the case may be. Automatically does it for you right there. Questions so far?
So if you took a different person, so you draw these walls in top view, Alan?
Yep. You can do it isometric too, but it's a lot easier when you first start out to be on top view.
And then Arc Desktop has the abilities to, like in this exercise, what we were talking about, or at least what it's talking about, was that you can take existing 2D floor plans and convert them also?
That is correct. We're going to go over that momentarily. Okay. And you take a two-dimensional, make it three-dimensional, and it automatically converts it to the height you desire to. The only thing I'm talking about is making sure that you use ARC Startup as a backing of it. So when it first starts out, because if not, your walls will not be yellow, they will be green. It's a quick way to know that you're using a regular standard template versus the RC template.
So let's talk about that for 1 minute, because I was a little confused by that also. So you have the ARC startup template in the content section under ARC templates. And so under ARC templates, there's B-size ARC paper, and then there's ARC startup, DWT file.
Right.
So you have to open Architectural Desktop and then open the ARC startup file, and then you get the drawing and import it. How does that work?
Right. And then all you want to do is, it says exercise 3-3. You bring that in, you do insert if you desire to, or if for some reason I have a regular existing drawing, I can also highlight it by left click. That gives me a green square going around. So I'm windowing it. No, window is the opposite way. This is called, you are correct, crossing. I cross everything. I left click, it highlights it all. I right click on it. I can go to clipboard, and you see there's a lot more here than the other one because it is built onto it. I want to go to copy to base point, which is a lot simple and easy. I hover over, I left click, and now if I go and I have multiple drawings, let's say I have multiple drawings, I can drop it right in there. And let's see here. Let me start a brand new paper up. Just open a brand new paper. Okay. Just a basic paper, standard paper. It comes up, and now if I start my drawing up, Didn't start my drawing up. I love when I'm drawing it from there. Let me see if I can get back here.
No, that's okay. You don't have to go all the way into it. I think all it means is just like when we start with the title block, you want to start with the arc startup because it has all the walls and windows and doors defined. Just like you'd open a drawing that was full of furniture blocks, this one's full of architectural elements like stairs, windows, and doors, correct?
Right. So if you have your basic one here, and I go Control V, because I went copy it, it drops it in. You can put it in your B size ARC startup, and there it is. How do I know it's there? What's nice about the ARC startup is I can come down here and I can select work section, and it automatically double click in here, automatically comes and converts it to 3D.
So this is a template that you designed with all the blocks, all the symbols, and all the accoutrements of being able to like there's no doors and windows on this project. Can you show how to put a door in?
Certainly. Okay, I'll come over here. I go up on top. I click on door. Now I can have door opening, door with a sliding door assembly. If I want to go regular door, I click on door. You see the bottom one has changed. Let me get this out of the way here a little bit so you can see it better. It comes over here and it says standard door. Like before, I left click on it, arrowhead comes up, I left click on the arrowhead, and I decide, let me move this up more, a little bit more, so you can see all the doors. Comes up standard, that's all you would get with the regular B-size paper that comes with it. But if I want to have here, I want a hinge door, single hinge door. I want it with a light, double external. You pick it. If I say single hinge, I left click on it. It tells us automatically what size you have it. It comes with the standard one. If I want to change it, I bring down the slider on the side. And if I want to change the width, the height, the thickness, what the swing would be, where I want it to be placed. Okay, there it goes. It shows you the width of the door. It shows you A and B. A is the width of the opening. B is here. Sorry about that. My machine, I'm going with BPM versus the other stuff that normally it works but doesn't. Okay. I can set it so I can click on here and can constrain it. So if I can unconstrain it or constrain it, I can center it. So if I have to have my walls at a certain thickness and my doors here, I can have it here. I now can click over here. I don't have to be anyplace else. It knows where I have to be. It knows I'm going to be centered of the doors. So if I need it centered, there I am. I come across here. And now if I come across here and I want to place it where I want to automatically, I can unconstrain it. And now I can place it any place I want inside the room. So if I come across here and constrain it, and I say off centered, and I can say anchor it at maybe, I don't know, 10 feet. Now watch. Now I come across here and it's going to anchor it at 10 feet spaces, see it? Off the wall. See it says 10 feet? Left click, there's my 10 foot, hit escape. I come across here and I say, I have it done wrong. Left click on it, and I don't want the swing outside, I want it inside. Let me zoom up here. I left click it over there. I want this door on this side. Left click on here. I want to make the door wider. I left click. Right now it's 3 feet. As I move it, it is telling me what I'm moving it to. It's a 4-foot door. I can say 4-foot door. Now it's a 4-foot door. and you say, oh, let's take a look how it looks. You're telling me it's 3D. You're telling me it's supposed to be inside. I come across here and I come across, click out my arrows because it's the quickest way I want to do it. I go work section or 3D, either way you want to do it. Let's show you 3D. Click outside here, hold the mouse down so you can see what it looks like. Double up click, zoom in, and there's my doors. I do not have to be on top view to put a doorway or move it. So if I want to move the door, all I have to do is come across here, left click on the door, and I can move this door if I want to in 3D. Hit escape. If I want to put windows in, the same thing. Corner window, regular window, same way. So the standard, I click on it, and I want a glider in here. Okay. Let me back out. I'm going to put a glider in this door right here in this wall. Where do you want the glider? Here? Okay. I want to change the height of the glider. I can change the height. They're automatically set to whatever you like. So if I want a 4-foot glider instead, I can put a glider in, it's 4 feet. If I want to come over here and I want to look at it instead of wireframe, I can conceptual. There's my glider. I come across here, I left click on it, and I want to see, I want the door or window open. There's my opening. Okay, I'm going to say 50%. Now it opened 50%. Same thing with doorway.
Can you put a person inside the room?
Yes. Design center. You can do anything you want with this. So if I come across here and I want to be a top view because it'd be easier to see to put the furniture and everything else when you're first starting out. Let's say I want to come across here and I want to put some different furniture or cabinets and whatever else. Type in DC. Hit enter. Design center comes up. I don't know if I can get the mine, but let's find out. This what comes with it. These are the standard ones. So if you double click on it, here's Design Center. Here's electrical. There's furnitures, mechanical. That's all comes with theirs. If I come across, go ahead.
Go ahead and just use theirs, Al. I think everybody knows how to use the other one. This is very convenient, just to grab it.
Case working, there it is. So if I want wall cabinets, base cabinets, so I double click on base cabinets. I come across here. I left click on it, drag it. As I close to outside here, I can drop it in. There's my base cabinets. I want to take a look at it. There's my base cabinet. I want to take a look at a different angle. Okay. There it is. You can see my base cabinet comes in. I want to put furniture in it. No problem. Come across here. I can do it like this. I can do it like this, left click. Either way does not make a difference. Design center. I go back up. Furnitures. File cabinet, sofas. Let's go sofa. Okay. I can also left click, I can go over here, go insert. What's nice about insert, if I want to put it in here, as I bring it in here, I can then get the X, Y, and Z coordinates if I want to. I can change it. I can rotate at the same time. If not, hit escape, and it comes right in. I want to put a floor into it or a roof on here. Same thing. I come over here, go to model, back out a little bit, come across here, roof slabs, and I come over here, I say this basic roof. It's going to come up and ask me what kind of roof I want, what kind of angle I can put in. Depends on the specs you want to give it. Depends on the slope you want to give it. I come over here, pick the endpoint here, and I'm just going to follow myself around. As I get close, the roof comes up, I hit enter, and there's my roof. And you go like, huh? Sure, no problem. I can give you that isometric and see what it looks like. Come over here, section. There it looks like. It's got a wireframe, conceptual. There's my roof. Same thing, anything in AutoCAD, same way. X-ray, you can see right through it. Nice.
So what we were talking about before we started the meeting, and I'm just kind of recapping for Afsari, is that everybody's getting super busy, and Ellen and I kind of wanted to get this kind of to an exit point for everybody. And so Al's going to just teach some of the basic overall concepts for architectural desktop. And all of the material is in the D2L, and the book does a really great job once you just get an overall orientation to how Arc Desktop works. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about how Arc Desktop works, and then we really don't have that much time left. So we're just going to go through the concepts, how Arc Desktop works, and then from a standpoint of the class itself, that bank floor plan is our last project, and you don't have to go too far into it, just some basic modeling because everybody's so busy. That's kind of how we thought we would sort of start to wind things down between now and May 6th.
And to go over the first time here, I go click on here. There's the basic one. It's going to ask me to download it. There's the basic. Now, to look at the basic, there's nothing there. So I go over here to walls, click on walls. I go to standard. That's it. Nothing. Okay. I give a top view. Just move that down. Good. There we go. Top view. See it's in blue. I hover over it. Right click. Clipboard. Copy with a base point. Get a good base point. Now, if I just minimize this real quick, I'm sorry, I got to go back both ways. I start up ARC startup, download, template file comes up, opens up, Shift V, Control V. Here it comes up, left click, I drop it in. I come over here, look at it. I want to just take a look at it real quick. I go to here, top view, let's go to isometrics, just take a look at it. Here it is. Here's my walls. But if for some reason my wall wasn't there, okay? So if the wall's not there, I go type convert wall, and it automatic here. Wall convert. Come on, hands work today. Wall convert. Select on them. Those are the walls I want to convert. Hit enter. It's asking us to want a geometric layout. I say yes. What's the difference between those two? Thank you for asking. Geometric, if you leave it there, you want to measure from the center of the wall. Okay, it automatically leaves you a layout and you to measure from it. Not say no, hit enter, and there's your 3D walls that pop right up in front of you. So you make a two-dimensional drawing, open up the drawing here, bring it in and type in wall convert, and you have it. You want to see it again, you said? Sure, no problem. There's my walls, right? I come over here and I want to convert maybe this wall here. Okay. Instead, I'm going to take these walls out of here too. Take some more out just to make sure. Sound good? Look good? I go to top view if you want. A lot of times that's easier when you first start out. Hit the space bar because that's going to be coming up over here. There's a view on here. Right click, input, wall convert. And I'm going to convert these walls here, these, and I can select them individually, or I can window them either way you want to do it, or cross them. Hit enter. And I'm going to say yes this time. Here's here's coming up over here. These means I had multiple walls I picked out. So I can take them out if I want to, and watch this. I goof up because I had a wall, but it wasn't working right. Here's one wall. Here it is here. And my wall's now fixed. I got to goof up over here. Sometimes because you're doing two-dimensional instead of three-dimensional. I click it here, come back over here. It makes it all better. That's how quick and easy it is. Is it 3D? Most definitely. I come across here, pick an isometrical view. Here's the walls sorry about that. Here's the walls we just did. You can see there's one more we have to fix. I come over here instead of wireframe, I go conceptual, and there it is.
So why don't we leave it at that, Al, and then just assign a reading to go through lesson 3, floor plans, and then we'll try next week to convert the walls in the bank plan, or at least look at it. It doesn't look very difficult.
No. The hardest part of it all is get the software up running, and it indicates that AutoCAD 2018. Either one you want to try to use, that's great. 2018 is more stable when you're using it, and some of this stuff. That's the only reason why they show it. 2020 is the one we're using from AutoCAD. It's designed and built and put onto our AutoCAD selection from the school.
Right, and you guys can also VPN in if you don't have it. So I think that's how we're gonna kind of wrap this day up today, where we just feel that we only have 3 weeks left. We're going to just teach the concepts and the content. And I think that's great, Al. I think you did a terrific job explaining that. I am recording it right now.
That's fine.
I'll pause the recording, and then I'm going to pause it now.